We are about to kick off a new trading week right here at the New York Stock Exchange and all across the globe, in fact. And after last week's wild market ride that saw ups, downs, seesaws back and forth, little inching here, little inching there, the real question now is whether or not this upcoming trading week will see more of the same, because after seesawing to start off the session last week, it was on Wednesday that we saw historic figures. The Dow Jones jumped to hit an intraday record high on Wednesday, surpassing its peak from mid-August. The S&P 500 continued to flirt with all-time highs, while Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin, rose as high as $66,809 midweek, just one day after the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF began trading here at the New York Stock Exchange. Since then, we saw a little bit of ups, a little bit of downs, mostly due to the combination of earnings reports. And now it's time to look ahead. Will we see more of the same? Will we see more of a historic rally? Or will we see a little bit of a calming down? Let's now take a look to see how the markets are shaping up to start off the week ahead. Now on Monday, of course, that kicks off the week, and we begin in Germany, this time with the German IFO Business Climate, that of which is expected at 98.9. Meanwhile, right here in the United States, you'll see the combination of 3-month and 6-month bill auctions. Now on Tuesday, things do pick up, but it's mostly here in the United States. U.S. housing, that's what's in focus. The August Housing Price Index awaits. The August S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index also awaits. That's expected at 20%, while U.S. new home sales do. Expectations calling for a read of 0.763 million. Now Wednesday, that sees us back in Germany. This with the German consumer confidence read that currently sits at 0.3. While here in the United States, we have the release of U.S. September durable goods orders. Durable goods orders expecting a read of negative 0.2%. And then in Canada, we'll have the release of the Bank of Canada's interest rate decision, that of which is expected to come in at 0.25%. Now Thursday, we continue the trend of interest rate decisions. First in Japan, the Bank of Japan, its rate decision is due out. That currently sits at negative 0.1%. Then it's off to the EU. The European Central Bank's interest rate decision is due out, that of which currently sits at a read of 0%. Then in Germany, we have harmonized consumer prices and also German October unemployment change figures, that of which is expected at negative 33,000. While right here in the United States, we have the release of initial and continuing weekly jobless claims figures and then annualized third quarter GDP, which is expected at 5.4%. And then speaking of GDP on Friday, that's what we kick off with. We have GDP due out of both Germany and the European Union. German third quarter preliminary GDP is expected at 2.2% quarter over quarter and 2.8% year over year. While right here in the United States, we have U.S. personal income, U.S. personal spending, as well as October consumer sentiment, that of which is expected at 71.5. At the same time, keep an eye on all of those earnings reports, which continue to move the markets and will likely move the markets in the week ahead. And with that stated, until next week, live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm James Swinney, reporting for ICL.